Well, hello everyone. This is Sherry Weller, and I'm so excited to share with you something that we're going to be doing every Wednesday, kind of like a little Wisdom Wednesday, imparting lots of good tips for you. And our very first and very special guest today is my dear friend Hope Baker. About 14 years ago, my life completely changed because of this amazing woman, and I want you all to get to know her a little bit better. So, Hope, I just want to share with everyone who's listening a little bit about you and how you got to be where you are. So, the first thing that I'm going to ask is just, what were you doing before you decided to take a leap of faith and become an entrepreneur and kiss your corporate life goodbye and just really, live life on your own terms?
Oh my gosh. Well, Sherry, this is so fun. And hello, everybody. I'm excited to be on with you. Um, it's so interesting because we all have such different stories before we come into Arbonne. Prior to getting into this business, I had done many different things. I went to college, graduated, thought I was going to be a flight attendant for a couple years, turned into 15. I was a personal trainer for a while. I sold real estate for many years. So I'd done a variety of things while I was flying. I even did have a touch of the entrepreneurial spirit because I started my own candy company and sold candy for a while. I don't even know if you know that, Sherry. I always had desire to do something a little bit different. So that was kind of my life before Arbonne, but I found myself 14 years ago when I was introduced to this company in a place that I didn't expect to be, and that was a newly divorced single mom of a then 6-year-old. So needless to say, my world was turned upside down at that point a little bit, and along came Arbonne, and it was amazing.
So the turning point for you was really having your whole life turned upside down and going through a divorce and not knowing what to do. Because I know your story really well, but I know you wanted to be the best mom that you could be, but also be able to make a difference and make a living. So if you want to maybe expand a little bit on that.
That's exactly what happened. All those things that I had done prior to Arbonne, I have loved doing all of them. But Sherry knows this because our boys got to know each other and we got to know each other when our kids were in preschool. And so I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom with my son, Dylan. And I looked at all sorts of alternatives when, I got divorced. And, those things that I did prior to Arbonne really did not fit my situation anymore. I could not stay with him and be a flight attendant. Real estate, everybody wanted me to work, on their terms during their hours, often on the, night times and weekends when I wanted to be home with Dylan. And personal training, it was the same exact thing. So honestly, for me, I was introduced to Arbonne, and it was just like the miracle I had been praying for because I just didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what would allow me to have a great career. I wanted to make a difference in my career. I wanted to do something worthwhile and pay it forward. And I also needed to make money to support our family. So this was just like, this unbelievable thing that at that time I felt really fell into my lap. But, really, I think timing is everything and things happen for a reason at this point. And I was, thank goodness, at the, in the right place at the right time and was introduced to this incredible business and changed my life.
Well, that just leads me into what I was going to ask next. I mean, how has this changed your life?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, the list is so long. I could talk for hours about how Arbonne has changed my life. But, I think that initially Arbonne filled a really important emotional need for me. I was not in a happy place necessarily. And I was a little bit lost for probably the first time in my life. And Arbonne came along and it gave me something so positive to, get my arms around, put my arms around and embrace. And it gave me the opportunity to really think of other people and how I could help them in this incredible business and through the products. But honestly, the business was the really big key for me. And very quickly, my world started changing. I went from being lost to just being excited, waking up every day and feeling like I had a purpose. And, I was building my business with people that I love, like you, Sherry, and life got so fun because of this business. And, to this day, I wake up every single day loving what I do and excited for all the things I get to do during the day with Arbonne. And, it's just the way I get to live my life on my own terms. There's just no replacement for that. I always say it's not that I don't work this business, because I do work, but I work on my own hours and I work wherever I happen to be. I'm kind of living in a couple different places these days. And you know what? As long as I have my cell phone, we used to say our cell phone and our computer, but now it's really our cell phone. As long as I have my phone, I can work anywhere. I mean, how crazy is that? It's just absolutely amazing that we have that opportunity and can build this business like that. It's just given my small family so many opportunities to live life a different way. I got to travel the country with my son for his athletic endeavors. And because of that, he got into really the school of his dreams. And we've traveled the world. So all of those things are absolutely incredible. But I think on a deeper level, we've also learned that when you really go for it and you work hard at something and you follow your dreams, and you think out of the box a little bit, things can happen. So there are a lot of lessons learned. And, obviously financially, my world looks completely different than it did 14 years ago. We have been able to move twice and live in a place where I used to just dream of living, Coronado, and in California off San Diego. And, it's really just given me a whole new lease on life. And every year that just grows and grows. And, where other people these days, Sherry, our age, I think a lot of people are concerned for their retirement. They're wondering, what they're going to do when they get a little older. I just know everything's going to get better and better. So it makes me so excited as I continue on in this business.
I love that. So what kind of advice would you give to somebody who is thinking about either becoming an entrepreneur, thinking about getting rid of their corporate job, or just even doing something on the side? You said it's out of the box. It's not for everyone. It's a little bit scary for people, but what kind of advice would you give to people who are considering either Arbonne or network marketing as a whole as an option?
Well, I mean, this is something that's usually out of the box for people. I certainly didn't grow up thinking, oh, I want to be in network marketing. I didn't even know what it was. And so I think that is a little confusing to people. But my gosh, I think some of the best things in life happen when you are not expecting them, or, you go down the road less traveled. Most entrepreneurs will say the same thing. It can be, it can be a little daunting at first, but, my recommendation is to take the really small amount of risk. I mean, there's really no risk at all with starting this business, but taking that risk will just give you the most abundant gifts of your life, I think. Was I skeptical at the beginning of this? I was skeptical because I really didn't know anybody who had succeeded in network marketing at that time. But my gosh, if I had not taken that leap of faith if I hadn't said yes to this business, I can't even imagine what my life would look like today, what my son's life would look like today, or where we'd be. And I also look at the team, Sherry, that we've built over the years. And so I think the beautiful thing about this is not just the effect that Arbonne or this business has had on my life or my family's life, but it's truly the effect that it has had on so many people's lives. I've just never seen any other business or opportunity that helps other people succeed and you succeed at the same time, where we can truly pay it forward and have a huge impact on people's lives. So, if anybody's considering, I would just say absolutely go for it 100%. You've got nothing to lose. And, to me, everything to gain.
Well, and on my behalf, and I know on Kim's behalf as well, you've completely changed our lives. So not only has this business changed my life, but having you in my life has just made it that much brighter and that much sweeter. So I so appreciate you, and I'm so grateful that you said yes in order for us to be able to say yes. And, I'm like you, 14 years later, and I'm still excited every morning to get up because I know there's still a lot of work to do and a lot of lives to change. And I'm so grateful that we get to do that together. So I'm so appreciative of you and for, laying the groundwork for our teams to grow and to prosper and to really change lives all over the world. It's so exciting. And so my last question, or just, if someone's considering this, why Arbonne? There are so many different network marketing companies out there. There's, lots of franchise opportunities out there. So why would you say Arbonne is, the right company, the right time, the right place, the right thing?
Yep. What a great question. I think there are great network marketing companies out there, outside of Arbonne. But for me, I will just say, I do not think I would have flourished in another company as I have in Arbonne for so many reasons. I love this company because of, its history and the integrity that has always been employed in, within the Arbonne umbrella. I love our products and our philosophy behind the products. We're healthy to use, but we have products that deliver incredible results. And I trust what we do. Our culture, to me, there is no other culture, in the world like our Arbonne culture. And it really is a culture of caring and helping one another and helping each other succeed, and again, paying it forward. And I think that is extremely, extremely in any business out there. And, most notably, I think marketing there, I think it really makes a difference to have a really close, amazing culture of care and concern for each other. And, too, because this is a business, I think our comp plan, the way we get paid is extremely unique and allows us to make money, right away. We have, many different income streams within Arbonne, ways we get paid, and I love that. And, there is just so much room for the ordinary people in Arbonne to do extraordinary things and build a business. And I think that is so unique, in our business model and for sure in the world at large. But I can't say enough about Arbonne. I love this company, and I'm a lifer. So, gosh, if you're considering joining our team, I do. Best decision you could ever make.
Well, thank you so much. You are extraordinary. And as I said before, I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I'm so happy that you were the first one to do our interview series for the year. And I wish you nothing but love and happiness this year. And I cannot wait to see you soon.
Oh my gosh, me too. I love you too, Sherry. And you guys make it a wonderful year. And I'm thinking the best things for everyone. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Bye. Bye.